Hello everybody. Today I'm going to do a video about the XCOM 2 series, like an introductory video, basically like a walkthrough of how I did the mod installation and everything. So if you want to copy the same steps and the same mods, it's more easy. Even though it's not that hard with Steam Workshop, it's pretty easy to do this kind of thing. But yeah, let's get started. So I will of course introduce you to the Steam page product of the game. It's at the moment the Ultimate Collection is 90% off. This is the one that I recommend. It has the free games here, the XCOM 1, XCOM 2 and Chimera Squad, all of them with the DLCs. It's very cheap, so around maximum to $20, I think. I covered this like today or stuff like that. I forget the prices here. Whatever, if you already have the game, just download it. And then for the mods, there are a lot of mods, 300 plus mods. I'll follow Christopher Odd's mod list on season 7, which was initiated January 2022. This is an introductory video. It goes the first part here, the first let's say 10 minutes or so. It's about the overall changes in terms of gameplay, story wise, what the introduction of the new classes and everything. It goes about a little bit there in terms of explanation. He's a veteran on this game, so 7 seasons, so it's a lot of gaming, and his explanation is more in depth and more than I can give. But this is relatively simply in terms of installing everything. And because I am going to do this mod set from this playlist through the workshop on Steam, it's pretty easy to do. I will leave a link to the playlist of the mods that he has, and you basically just come here and subscribe to all, because it's basically what I already have here. I subscribe to all of them, and they automatically upload. They automatically download and install, and they keep themselves updated if somebody if some of the authors like updates the mod or anything like that. There is like some checks here for starting the campaign here. I will go through on the first episode for you to check out what kind of steps like they are better for this, because to a certain degree this is balance the tweaks that are explained here for this season. These tweaks that are like behind the scenes stuff that one of the people that works with Christopher Odd, they did some tweaks here. To a certain degree it's kind of balanced for legend difficulty, but I will not do legend difficulty. I will do some tweaks for myself, because I'm not I enjoy very much this game, but I'm not smart enough to play legend difficulty. But I will try the first, because it's been a few years since I played the game. I will try to, I don't know, a difficulty below legend. I don't know. I don't remember. I think they have 4. Maybe I will try the third one. But yeah, on the first video of the series, I will check out how I'm going to go about it, what I select and don't select, so you can follow through if you want. But yeah, basically in terms of mods, is this simple. What I use also, because it's better, because it's in terms of compatibility it's better, they have the alternate mod launcher, which is like an alternative launcher for the game, and it also kind of manages the mods itself. It's very simple on GitHub, of course, links in the description. It just download the zip and you just basically install it, and everything should be up and running. Even though when you launch the mods, I will open here, it might not appear the mods, all of them or any of them. You just need to check if the folder is the correct one. You just go to options, settings, and you check that the mod directory is on the same path of the installation. Of course, this is by default, where Steam installs all the games. If you have any if you install the game in another folder and the mods itself, just make sure that the path is the same. Usually if you install in another disk, just check the drive letter, it's the same one. And usually it's Steam apps, workshop content, and this is the identifier of the game itself. So pretty easy. Everything that is checked here is already done. It's already come by default, so it's pretty easy. What it does then, it's it confirms that all the mods are correct, everything is on the go. You just click one mod and just Control A, and it selects automatically all the mods here. You might see some missing dependencies, and for my case, because I made a kind of a mistake, but I solved it pretty easily, is if you see any dependencies on primary secondaries, you just ignore it. There is an option on the mod itself, and you just right click it and set to ignore that dependency, because these primary secondaries, there is like another version of it, which is the true, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, true primary secondaries. This is the one that works. It's the same model, it just made basically a better version of it. I think this one is for you to be able to mod secondary weapons. Usually you have the rifles and everything, those usually can be modded, and then you have like the pistols and everything that usually cannot be modded. This one permits for you to mod those weapons, if not mistaken. It's 300 plus mods. It's the perception that I have from this mod in specifically. It allows you to install and disinstall mods on the secondary weapons. Yeah, basically this is it. After you make sure, it auto checks if everything is okay. As you can see, state everything is okay here. If there is like any kind of issues, it will appear here how many mods have issues and which issues they are, and it's very detailed on how what kind of, for example, the missing dependencies. It says that for that mod in specifically to work, it needs a certain other mod that is not this here, but because this is a playlist, the playlist itself already has all the mod compatibilities and compatible mods needed for some mods to work, so everything is okay. There for sure will not appear duplicates, and I don't think it appears any kind of conflicts also from this playlist. But if you're trying to tweak out and experiment some mods, this tool is very good, because it shows you everything that you have in terms of issues, if they appear, and what kind of issues that you have. Is not just an error appearing and then you have to try to guess and try to Google it. Usually it's pretty easy to see what kind of issues you might have, if you have any, and how to go about it. Yeah, basically this is it. The first time you will launch the game, it will be a lot of warnings. I already launched the game the first time, so I will not be able to replicate that. I had to for that I had to deinstall oh my god, to remove the game and then install everything. It's like 70 something gigabytes of things to download. It's too much for me to try out that, but we can let's see if it works with this screen recording. What am I doing here? Run. Oh my god, it's right here. Run what I've chosen, and it will run for you. Let's see if everything is working. It will take a little bit because it's 300 mods. Even with a good PC, it will take like a few seconds to launch the game. Don't worry about that. Even if it's like 30 seconds, if it is like a very old computer, it might take like 1 minute to launch the game, so don't worry about it. In mine it takes always a little bit here, because it's checking the mods and launching the mods, and some of them has textures, others is like game files, so it always takes a little bit to be sorted out and launch the game. As you can see, it's here, it's going to launch. Let's go. Just clicking through. Hope the sound is okay. Okay, so when the game starts, I hope the sound is okay. I didn't try this regarding the sound, just audio. let's turn it a little bit down. Okay, when it's when the game first starts, you will check there is a lot of warnings regarding the mods, identifying that some mods are here and there. I think it's just warning signs that, but there is not going to be any kind of compatibility issues. It's just telling you that some of the mods are being installed here. Basically, what you can do regarding the mods, there is like the mod settings here, and you can check there is a lot of those that you can do. Squad select. There are some stuff there that already put everything in order before starting a campaign, and I will go through the ones that you preferably need to do, like the must do, so everything works properly. But yeah, basically this is it. Unless there is some kind of odd issue regarding the mods, it will just flash warn you and tell you what happened to the mod, something like that. And basically that is it, and then you are ready to go to start a new game. Of course, if I wanted to, I loaded a little bit just to test out if everything was in order, but yeah, basically this is it. I'm going to exit. It will take a little bit of time to close, but yeah, basically this is it, guys. It's pretty simple, especially when you have already a playlist of games that you want to try out. I assume that if you really want to, you can uninstall certain mods. The mods that I recommend, if you want to disinstall, is basically the cosmetic ones. Don't disinstall any kind of... but then I have to go mod by mod basically to tell you which one you shouldn't really disinstall, or else you get a lot of compatibility issues. But yeah, this is a very excellent, very comprehensive mod list for the game itself, and I think it's well worth to give it a try. But yeah, I will be presenting the first episode, I think, in about a week's time, maybe. Give or take, maybe after the second episode of each game that I'm currently running on, which are the Voidbusters and the Evil Within 2. I might introduce the first episode of XCOM 2. The current game schedule is around at the moment is 1 day one game, 1 day off, 1 day other game, 1 day off, 1 day other game, and so forth and so on. But yeah, basically this is it. If you have any questions or anything, just leave something, some comments in the description, in the comment section below. If you have any doubts or any opinions regarding this specific one, I will not go through the 300 and something plus mods because it's a lot. Take your time. The link is there, and let me know if you have any kind of one that you are more interested about. And basically this is it, guys. I will see you in the next video regarding the initiation of planetary defense with XCOM 2, with all those mods, and see how it goes, because I never played one with such amount of mods. I played with some mods like 6 years ago, basically when the game, like a few months after the game launched, so it's been a while. It's going to be a very different experience for me, and because with XCOM 2 I only played like with a few cosmetics mods and some stuff there, and the mod community at the time for this game was not that well matured yet, because the game pretty much launched, and I think I played with a version of Long War that they did for the first game, which is a good mod for the first one. It was kind of a variation of that mod applied to the XCOM 2. But yeah, I will see you in the next one, and it's going to be an exciting experience. Again, if by any chance I got any kind of patron there, that patron might I might have to see how about like the character pool. I have to check better how it works. For them to submit like a character from my patrons, and then enter in the combat and see how it goes. But yeah, basically this is it. Sorry if it took a little bit too long, but it's trying to go around and see how I managed to do all the things here with the mod management of this game in specific. And hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, Kunamy Master out.